Key Club is an international student-led organization that provides Key Clubbers with opportunities to serve, to strengthen character, and develop leadership skills. The structure of Key Club International is an upside-down pyramid. Members, who are the identity of the organization and the largest portion of Key Club, stay on top of the pyramid. Their passion and dedication are what make Key Club. As you go down the pyramid, there are many different leadership positions. Club officers plan service projects and organize logistics for their home clubs. Lieutenant governors oversee their Key Clubs within their divisions, and district officers help all clubs within their geographic area. Lastly, the International Board works closely with the district governors to look over all 33 districts of the Key Club organization. Together, all levels of the pyramid work to help Key Clubbers build character and make a lasting impact in the community. On the International Board, there are 11 trustees, 1 vice president, and 1 president. Their role is to lead and brainstorm resources for the entire organization. They also define the policies and goals of Key Club. Our international trustee is Chanel Relucio, and she represents our PNW Key Club district and the Nebraska-Iowa district. In each district, there is an executive board, which is elected yearly and inducted at our district convention. They oversee the district as well as lieutenant governor and the district committees to ensure their goals for the district are met throughout the year. Districts also have area administrators and district administrators who support the district board. Each district is divided into multiple divisions or regions where lieutenant governors or LTGs serve a division. For example, the PNW Key Club district is divided into over 40 divisions. A lieutenant governor is a student leader who carries out the district's policies and provides support to all the clubs and their division, including the club officers, members and advisors, and Kiwanis-Family members. Each division also has its own mascot and spirit colors. For instance, PNW Key Club Division 32's mascot is Toasty the Dragon. Moving on to clubs and members, all clubs are a part of a division and all members make up a club. Key clubs are also part of a high school or an equivalent institution. Within the club, there are elected officers, which can include a president, a vice president, secretary, treasurer, editor, and webmaster. Key Clubbers are the foundation of Key Club, making not only an impact within their own community, but divisionally and also internationally. Within the Key Club organization, Key Clubbers also possess and exemplify certain qualities. Those core values are leadership, inclusiveness, caring, and character building, otherwise known as LICC. Leadership is grounded in humility and service to others. A true leader listens, recognizes, and empowers. Key Club is also built on inclusiveness and welcomes people of all backgrounds and ethnicities to join in serving and making a positive difference in our world. Then, the core value of caring. Compassion for others is a cornerstone of the Key Club experience, inspiring action and service to one's community. Key Clubbers also build character through everyday acts of kindness, integrity, and teamwork to grow stronger relationships and communities. And of course, the Key Club motto, caring our way of life, exemplifies the passion Key Clubbers have to serve. Moving on, the official colors of Key Club International, blue, gold, and white each symbolize an aspect of the Key Club objectives, blue for unwavering character, gold for service, and white for purity. Key Club also has many partnerships with different organizations. This graphic shows PNW Key Club's partners and preferred charities, which include Erica's Lighthouse, the Boys and Girls Club of America, Schoolhouse, and so much more. To go in depth into a few, the Thirst Project is a nonprofit organization that works to bring safe drinking water to countries where it is unavailable. It was also our past district project. Key Clubbers have fundraised to build wells in Swaziland and works to educate others on this social change. The second partner is the Ving Project, which was recently added just this year. It is an organization that works to empower teens by allowing them to give a $1,000 grant to someone in need of assistance. Lastly, there's UNICEF, an organization that helps provide for children's need in more than 150 developing countries through community-based services in primary healthcare, basic education, and safe water. We have worked closely with UNICEF in the past, helping with their mission. Here today is our guest speaker, Victoria Heng, who will talk more about UNICEF.
Hello, thank you for the introduction, Stella, and thank you all for having me. My name is Victoria Heng, and I'm a UNICEF youth rep from Southern California, and I'm so excited to talk to you guys about UNICEF today. So what is UNICEF? For those of you who don't know, UNICEF, or the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, is a branch of the UN that works to provide every child the resources they need not only to survive, but to thrive. In achieving this goal, UNICEF provides healthcare to children worldwide, being the largest provider of vaccines, supplying food and water, protecting children from violence and exploitation, as well as giving the most disadvantaged children the opportunity to receive an education. UNICEF seeks to provide humanitarian aid to every single country in the blue, and their impact is unmistakable. I'm sorry. Yeah, every country in the blue map over here, and their impact is unmistakable. Just last year, UNICEF provided 1.3 million girls with menstrual products, allowed 21 million children in conflict zones to access mental health support in 2021, and 42.8 million people are also projected to gain access to fresh water as a result of UNICEF's work this year. Although this seems very global and out of reach for us at home, there is an American branch, UNICEF USA. UNICEF USA hopes to mobilize young people through its club system. Clubs are encouraged to host activities and community service projects within their community, as well as host fundraisers to raise money for UNICEF's initiatives, such as providing vaccines and fighting for the right to an education. In my experience with my club, I found that these events are powerful ways to connect with the community, and would highly recommend connecting with local organizations for service projects or participating in community-wide events for fundraisers. UNICEF also introduces club members to its legislative mission by increasing awareness to acts that are currently in Congress, such as the MINDS Act. This act focuses on the idea that good mental health and psychosocial well-being are essential for children, adolescents, caregivers, and communities to thrive. If passed, it would be the first act to include mental health support in humanitarian aid packages. Additionally, UNICEF also believes that undocumented youth who have spent the majority of their lives in the United States deserve a pathway to gain citizenship. UNICEF USA has asked Congress to pass legislation that permanently protects DACA recipients and supports undocumented youth in the United States. UNICEF USA has also advocated for the bipartisan Keeping Girls in School Act. This bill is designed to harness the power of the US government to address the many barriers to education that girls abroad face through smart investments and coordination between government agencies. Those who are looking for more engagement in UNICEF's legislation should look towards Advocacy Day, which allows UNICEF club members the opportunity to speak with Congress about UNICEF initiatives, and August Recess, which allows UNICEF supporters to speak to their local representatives right before Congress reconvenes for end-of-year policymaking. We would love to see more young students in UNICEF, and by participating in Key Club, you're helping UNICEF reach its goals. In the past, many Key Clubs have helped UNICEF raise money for much needed aid, whether it be through the Trick or Treat fundraiser or independent fundraisers. In 2022, we have moved from our iconic Trick or Treat orange boxes to an entirely digital format, where supporters carried around a QR code for people to donate. The donations went to provide safe water and emergency nutrition for people in the Horn of Africa, warm clothes and blankets to families in Afghanistan and Pakistan, and education, medicine, and mental health care to help children from Ukraine. We have raised over $95 million over the years through Trick or Treat. In the past, UNICEF has worked a lot with Key Club. Key Club and UNICEF's shared values of community service and uplifting one another bring us together to advocate for one another and to be stronger in the issues we tackle. Hopefully, we can maintain this strong bond to help each other build a better future. If you want to learn more about UNICEF USA, please visit our website or reach out to Stellan or me. Thank you so much.
Thank you once again for joining us, Victoria. Now moving on with the rest of our presentation, we will be going into the Kiwanis family. As some of you might know, Key Club is part of a larger organization and family called the Kiwanis family. There are many branches in the Kiwanis family. Kiwanis International is for adult volunteers whose goal is to serve children through fundraising and hands-on service projects and help people of all ages discover their passion to serve, the desire to lead, and the strength to engage. Action Club is for people with disabilities, and they work to develop confidence and self-esteem by adopting leadership roles within their clubs. They also discover their own talents as they use them to help others. Circle K is for college students, and its goal is to be the leading global community service organization on college and university campuses. Then, of course, Key Club is for high school students, where the organization's goal is to perform acts of service in their communities, such as cleaning up parks, collecting clothing, and organizing food drives. They also learn leadership skills by running meetings, planning projects, and holding elected leadership positions. Builders Club is for middle schoolers, and its goal is for members to focus their passion and energy on serving others. They learn self-confidence and become tomorrow's leaders through teamwork, goal setting, and action. And lastly, K-Kids is for elementary schoolers, and it provides members with opportunities to perform service, build character, and develop leadership. Moving on, Jasmine Thapa and Karen Cardenas will now be presenting the details of our PNW Key Club District.
Thank you, Stella. Again, my name is Jasmine Thapa, and I'll be doing an overview of PNW Key Club. The PNW Key Club District is geographically the largest Key Club district of Key Club International. It spans Washington, Oregon, BC, Canada, the Panhandle of Idaho, Alaska, and Northern California. Currently, we have a total of over 13,000 members across 300 clubs. And the center of the screen is the mascot of our district, Mortimer Moose, also known as Morty, and our official district color, fuchsia. I will now be going into the district board structure. As Stella mentioned earlier, our district is led by the Executive Officer Board consisting of the Governor, Secretary, Editor, and Treasurer. For the 2022 to 2023 term, your executives are Kyle, Mia, Jessica, and Jack. Additionally, PNW District, there are over 40 lieutenant governors, administrators, and committee members, which all help to make up the district board. Let's take a brief look at each of these positions. First is District Governor, a position currently held by Kyle Hansen. This position oversees all district affairs and acts as the district and international liaison. They manage lieutenant governors and ensure they're adequately prepared throughout their term. They further the objectives of Key Club International and facilitate the growth of individual clubs through constant evaluation of broad issues facing the district. Next, the district secretary manages the PNW Google Groups as a means to send information and updates to the members, club officers, and advisors of the PNW Key Club. They also record and maintain accurate notes at all district board meetings, update the district directory with contacts and meeting information, and communicate with club secretaries by providing feedback on secretary reports. Now we will move on to the district treasurer and editor. The district treasurer tracks all club finances and dues, as well as promotes the Pacific Northwest Opportunities Fund. They are the primary bookkeeper of the district and work under the district finance administrator. Lastly, the district editor. They promote the media presence of the district by creating and releasing promotional materials such as the ESPRESSO, the official Instagram, and the promotional toolkit. They also provide the committees and board with graphics, presentation material, and so forth. Now onto the district board representatives, the lieutenant governors. Lieutenant governors support and grow clubs within their division by way of monthly presidential meetings and divisional events. They serve as the liaison between the district and divisional levels and are crucial to strengthening individual clubs and relations between different branches of the Kiwanis family. Additionally, they serve on a district committee, which we will discuss later. Now we will get into the Kiwanis administrators, the core adult support of our district. We are beginning with the area administrator. This position is another crucial support system for lieutenant governors and clubs. They provide guidance similar to that of a club advisor, such as club management, transportation, and resources straight from the district. They also help their LTGs manage clubs, events, and so forth. The district administrator is the district board's head supervisor and Kiwanis representative. They guide board members with membership development and retention tools for existing key clubs. They keep the district on track and in alignment with standard procedures and processes. I'll now pass it off to Karen to talk about our district committees.
Thank you, Jasmine, for that introduction. As we mentioned earlier, our committee members are also a part of our district board. The PNW Key Club District currently has 6 standing committees with Kiwanis liaisons, executive liaisons, and a handful of other lieutenant governors who each serve on the committees. Also on our district board are our committee chairs who lead these committees. Now we will go one by one and give a brief overview of each and how it addresses different aspects of our district objectives, beginning with the District Convention Committee. The purpose of the District Convention Committee is to take the lead in organizing and executing DCON. The committee will advance each of the assigned objectives as a part of the DCON planning process and maintain close communication with the executive committee and the district administrator, reports and updates. They also plan out all of our workshops, guest speakers, merch, and much more. A lot of work goes into making DCON as magical as it is every year. Next up is the Membership Growth and Retention Committee. The Membership Growth and Retention Committee aims to grow membership within existing clubs and develop strategies for assisting suspended or inactive clubs. The Pacific Northwest District is the geographically largest key club in Key Club International. However, it comes with tremendous diversity. The goal of the committee is to identify focus areas like struggling divisions, suspended or inactive clubs, and work to assist LTGs in helping them grow their divisions, including chartering new clubs. Additionally, the committee must also work on membership retention. Up next is the District Project Committee. The purpose of the District Project Committee is to promote and fundraise for the Help End Hunger Initiative, which is our current district project. The ultimate project objective of the committee is to help clubs support those who may be experiencing food insecurity in the Pacific Northwest District. They use club secretary reports to keep track of service hours, food donations, and financial donations from clubs that benefit food pantries and hunger relief organizations in the Pacific Northwest District. The committee is responsible for furthering the development of and educating members on the Help End Hunger Initiative. Now let's move on to the PNWAF Committee. The PNWAF is the purpose of the PNWAF, or the Pacific Northwest Opportunities Fund Committee, is to provide financial support to individual clubs and members through service grants so that they can fund projects within their community. These projects can strengthen the local community or promote the district project. Committee members are responsible for promoting the PNWAF and helping interested key clubs and members apply. Onto the Kiwanis-Family Committee. The purpose of the Kiwanis-Family Relations Committee is to increase awareness of the Kiwanis family and to promote Key Club to other branches of the Kiwanis family. This committee must focus on strengthening Kiwanis family relations within the Pacific Northwest District while encouraging active and collaborative relationships between branches on the club and divisional levels. The emphasis of the committee should be on education and helping lieutenant governors connect with other branches of the Kiwanis family. We also help lieutenant governors, clubs, or other interested groups charter Kiwanis family clubs like K-Kids or Builders Club. And last but not least, the position of the webmaster. One district board member holds this position each year. The purpose of the webmaster is to maintain consistent, effective, and wide-reaching communication throughout the Pacific Northwest District. Constant and effective communication ensures the website is up to date, functioning, and utilized frequently. The website must be a resource that officers and members can easily access. The webmaster's primary focus will be the district's website. However, when called upon, they may also assist the district editor in updating and creating content for the district's social media channels. Now, Landon will be talking about how individual key clubs are set up.
Thanks, Karen, and good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Landon Holzer, and I'll be talking about the specific roles Key Club officers and advisors have and how they are vital to the Key Club. First, we are going to go over the roles of the club officers. The role of the club president is to be the coordinator of all the activities, the advisor, and of all the other officers. It is important that the club president knows the happenings of every single aspect of their club and is up to date on all new information. The club president also plans strategy and sets goals. This means that the club president maintains an ongoing evaluation of club meetings, officer performance, and operations that lead to continuous improvements in the club. The president must set goals that are clear and attainable, monitoring them throughout the year to ensure success. Among other things, the president also makes executive decisions, attends monthly PCMs set by the lieutenant governor, works with their local Kiwanis club, oversees all other positions, and plans events strategically. The role of the club vice president is to be the supporter of all of the other officers. This means that the vice president will fill in when the president is absent, assist other officers when asked, and take initiative to help without being asked. Additionally, the club vice president will educate members on Key Club 101, go the extra step to recruit and retain members, and also oversee committees in the club. Finally, they will maintain constant communication with all other officers and support them when necessary, work with the advisor to schedule events and secure meeting spaces, and make sure that the president has consistent communication with the Kiwanis Club that sponsors that Key Club. Next is the club secretary. One of the club secretary's main roles is to complete the monthly secretary reports that are due on the 5th of each month and forward that to all officers, advisors, and the Kiwanis advisor. Additionally, the secretary is the maintainer of the club's records. This means that they will keep track of the member service hours, the meeting minutes, and attendance. They help with the dues payment at the end of each year, make club records accessible to all other officers, and most importantly, send all of the club records to the next secretary at the end of the service year. Moving on to the role of club treasurer. The club treasurer oversees all of the club's financial management. This means that the club treasurer has to manage fundraising while also balancing club expenses. The role of the treasurer is also to oversee donations to the district project and fundraising for DCON. They oversee the bank management, which means contacting the school's bookkeeper to regularly check in on how much money the club account has and to oversee any money that is coming in or leaving that account. The club treasurer should be transparent, meaning that they should update the club officer board and advisor on the status of funds in the account. They should understand the club's financial status and help improve it if they also should work with the secretary on the membership update center to assist in dues payments at the end of the service year. Moving on to the club editor, the main role of the club editor is to be the promoter of Key Club, meaning that they should post a calendar of events to publicize meetings, plus make morning announcements, posters, signs, and banners to promote service projects. They take pictures at meetings and events, upload those pictures to social media platforms, and maintain a constant presence, keeping that presence updated with their recent club events. The club advisor is the main supervisor for any Key Club. They should make certain that the Key Club projects and fundraising activities are allowed in the school and that the Key Club complies with posted bylaws. They may work with the advisors of other student groups in forming joint service projects as well. They are also responsible for the students as well as their behavior, helping maintain discipline at Key Club events. They finally ensure that leadership and personal development opportunities through service are provided for all members of a club. Last, but definitely not least, is the Kiwanis advisor. A Kiwanis advisor is the main connection point between any Key Club and a Kiwanis club. They should make sure that the club is meeting regularly, following the Key Club bylaws, developing fundraising activities, promoting attendance at the district convention, and keeping that sponsoring Kiwanis Club updated. Finally, the Kiwanis family is built in a way that when the Kiwanis Club benefits, the Key Club will benefit, and vice versa. The two clubs are seen as a huge resource for one another and are encouraged to work together. Whether you need money, volunteers for events, or just general leadership advice, Kiwanis and Key Club should be able to lean on one another. Next, I'll be explaining the specifics of a meeting. At this point, you might be wondering, what does a normal Key Club meeting look like? Well, here is a basic overview. Generally, meetings start with icebreakers, a series of games and mingling activities so members and officers can get to know each other better. Then, most of the time, clubs might split into committees. At the beginning of each service year, the club president decides which committee each member will be assigned to. Those committees regularly meet to support the club in their assigned way. They also set goals and follow procedures that aid in meeting those goals. These committees meet to establish service project ideas, ensure the acquisition of supplies for the projects, developing criteria for the attendance at DCON, or even how they should interact with the Kiwanis Club. Finally, meetings may sometimes include Lieutenant Governor club visits, guest speakers such as a Kiwanian, a quick service event, potluck, or some other type of celebration meeting. Service projects are the main way that Key Clubs can make an impact on their community. When choosing an organization to benefit from, clubs can consider our district partners or local organizations in their area. You may be wondering, how do I organize our club service project? First, club officers should set a convenient date, time, and location for the project. Then, club committees can purchase supplies and coordinate with members to receive them. The club editor should make an effort to advertise the event through any means possible, and the club officers should make themselves available to answer questions about the event. The officers need to be sure that enough members are in attendance to actually execute the event. And finally, after the event, officers should solicit feedback to better future service projects. Whether you're outside or inside, in the rain or shine, you can always find ways to help. And we encourage you to research and find your own ways to help out. I'll now hand it off to Jace to discuss working with the Kiwanis family.
Thank you, Landon. Again, my name is Jace Lynn, and I'll be presenting about working with the Kiwanis family and why people join Key Club. It's good to see you all tonight. To start off, your Kiwanis Club is a great resource when trying to find service projects. A lot of clubs like to volunteer or organize events with their Kiwanis Family Club, creating a relationship full of synergy and care. So how can you involve yourself with the Kiwanis family? Simply reach out. First, you should contact the faculty advisor of your Key Club. They usually have the contact information for the Kiwanis advisor that supports your club, who could then help connect you to your sponsoring Kiwanis Club. If you check and your club does not have a Kiwanis advisor, consider using the Kiwanis Club Locator or the Kiwanis Family Directory that the KFAM committee has made. It will help you locate the nearest Kiwanis Club to your school that could potentially serve as your sponsoring Kiwanis Club.
Spielberg for 800.
If you don't have any luck with that, you can check if your Lieutenant Governor can help connect a Kiwanis Club to your Key Club. Your Lieutenant Governor should have access to the PNW Kiwanis District roster with potential Kiwanis officers to contact. If you still don't have any luck, you can always contact the Kiwanis Family Relations Committee at kfam@PNW Key Club for help. That's kfam@pnwkeyclub.org. Bam, there it is in the chat. Now, you may be asking why people join Key Club. There are plenty of reasons that many of our members can attest to, but the main one we find is, of course, service. Our clubs are constantly hosting service projects and giving their members opportunities to engage in their community. As an example, in Division 58, Key Clubbers worked with the members of K-Kids, Builders Club, and Kiwanis to paint pumpkins to be donated to nursing homes. And in my division, we hosted a DCM at Clark County Food Bank's farm that allowed members to learn how to harvest green beans, weed gardens, and clean produce. Through this DCM, we contributed over 1,300 pounds of food to the Help End Hunger District project. Similarly, Hudson's Bay Key Club in my division participated in Walk and Knock and collected several bags of food. Here, members went around neighborhoods and picked up donations people left at their front doors. Divisions 32 and 33 also hosted a joint DCM where they collected over 900 sanitary products and $600 to create 60 care baskets for Mary's Place in Seattle, Washington. Furthermore, many of our clubs bell ring during the holiday season to raise money for the Salvation Army as we spread warmth and cheer. Likewise, Franklin High School Key Club in Division 62 created cards with their neighboring Red Cross Club and Rosehaven, an organization that supports the homeless population in Portland. Finally, Lieutenant Governors of Division 62, 64, 65, and 66 recently hosted a joint DCM where they were able to meet other Key Clubbers from other divisions and schools and got to learn about Help and Hunger and its importance. They also got to participate in a fun scavenger hunt. Of course, you are not limited to these examples I've mentioned. We encourage members to create their own joint service project/event. but these are a few of the many fun service projects Key Clubs host each year by collaborating with organizations within their community. Also, every year, PNW Key Club also hosts Key Club Days. It's like a mini decon meant to enhance member experience and connections before the school year starts. There are 2 Key Club Days that occur, North and South, that you attend depending on your geographical location. This past year, Key Club Days had both a virtual and in-person component. In the virtual session, we had educational and interactive workshops, sessions to get to know other Key Clubbers, and we heard inspirational keynote guest speaker Melvin Adams. In person, the divisions up north attended Key Club Day North at Wildways, and the divisions down south attended Key Club Day South at Oaks Park. For those who were too far away from either of these locations, the lieutenant governors hosted an offsite DCM in place of the in-person component. In the in-person session, you get to connect with even more Key Clubbers. Divisions come together to participate in loud spirit battles, scavenger hunts, and games. After all the activities, it's time to explore all of what your destination has to offer. Oh yeah, and you might get a chance to pie the district governor or other executive officer in the face if you win a contest. Wow. And then there's district convention, otherwise known as decon. This is where the whole district comes together at one event. Like Key Club Days, there are educational workshops, entertainment groups, and guest speakers in addition to the keynote speaker. You can enter into our talent show or oratory contest to show off your skills. Clubs are also able to apply for awards which are announced at decon. While all of this is incredible, the highlight is always the governor's ball. Each year, decon revolves around a certain theme. This theme determines the spirit and ways each accomplishment will be celebrated at this exciting event. This year, with the theme of Once Upon a Service, you'll be dancing until the clock strikes 12. Bong! Now, I'll pass it off to Tina to talk about how you can stay updated with the happenings of PNW Key Club.
Thanks, Jace. Again, my name is Tina, but there's a multitude of ways that you can keep up to date on Key Club announcements, resources, opportunities, and divisional and district events. One way you can keep informed is through newsletters. Newsletters are monthly articles that are utilized by all LTGs and some clubs to provide district and divisional specific information to their club officers, members, advisors, and etc. All Key Club officers in your division should already be subscribed, but if you're a member, Kiwanian, corresponding Kiwanis family member, and so on, and are not yet subscribed to your division's monthly newsletter, please reach out to your LTG. The biweekly is also a great way to keep updated. It is a newsletter sent every 2 weeks that is produced by your district governor. It provides information about everything that is going on in PNW Key Club, as well as Key Club International. To subscribe to the biweekly, you can go to the PNW Key Club website at pnwkeyclub.org, scroll down to the bottom, and find the sign up for our mailing list box. You can do the same by using the secondary sign up box found at the top of the website's homepage, or you can sign up right now using the link dropped in the chat. You should also check out the ESPRESSO. The ESPRESSO is a seasonal publication made by our district editor and contains a great deal of information, aesthetic graphics, and fun visuals. Get in-depth information and updates from the district executives, administrators, and committee chairs, as well as recaps on major district events like Key Club Days, major announcements like Decon and Icon dates and themes, Key Club spotlights, Key Club stories, and so much more. Another way we keep our members updated is through social media, and more specifically, Instagram. Each division has its own Instagram page that will keep its divisional members updated on events, service projects, and more going on throughout PNW Key Club and within its own division. PNW Key Club also has an Instagram page run by our district editor. And so if you're on social media, it's one of the easiest ways to access information, learn and sign up for events like our webinars. And it's also a fun way to stay engaged within PNW Key Club as you get to see what other clubs and divisions are up to, get involved in social media challenges, and more. So if you're interested, you can follow us on Instagram using our @PNW Key Club. We mentioned it a bit earlier as well, but our PNW Key Club website is run by our webmaster and houses all of the information, resources, and events that are going on throughout PNW Key Club. This includes the district directory, which is used to locate your LTG and other clubs in your division, community resources, the PNW brand guide, decon information, and so much more. Some divisions also have their own divisional websites, so get in touch with your lieutenant governor to learn more about that. To quickly access more relevant and frequently used information, check out your division's link tree. In the link tree, you'll typically be able to find and easily access secretary reports, monthly newsletters, DCM sign-up forms, and other resources as well. Link trees can usually be found in the Instagram bio of your division's page or newsletter, and if you can't find it, make sure to reach out to your LTG. The PNW Key Club also has its own link tree, which gives easy access to a plethora of things like webinar registration Google Forms, the ESPRESSO toolkits, and access to committee link trees that house specific information that pertains to each committee. You can find the PNW Key Club link tree in our Instagram bio or type in linktr.ee/PNW Key Club. So if you have any questions about Key Club, there are also many convenient ways you can reach out to us as well. If you're interested in chartering a new club or want to get in contact with your area Key Clubs, your area's Key Club LTG, you can simply reach out to your LTG at LTG, then your division number at pnwkeyclub.org. For example, if you're in Division 58, you can email ltg58@pnwkeyclub.org. Additionally, you can go to the PNW Key Club website, click About, then District Board, and then scroll down to Lieutenant Governor. If you have specific questions that you believe one of the executives or committee chairs can answer proficiently, or you would like to charter a club and are unaware of what division you're in, you can email one of the executive board members or committee chairs by emailing the member's position or committee at pnwkeyclub.org. For example, you can email secretary@pnwkeyclub.org or kfam@pnwkeyclub.org. Once again, you can also simply go on to the PNW Key Club's website, click About, then District Board, and then scroll down to Executive Board or scroll further down to Committee Chairs to find our emails. You can also get in touch with us using the PNW Key Club's website's Contact Us function located at the top of the website. Fill out the prompts, and then that way our webmaster will do their best to connect you with one of our district board members. Also mentioned throughout the webinar are our directories. The district secretary produces a district directory each quarter containing the contact information of all active Key Clubs, LTGs, Key Club officers, advisors, district administrators, and area administrators. We, the Kiwanis-Family Relations Committee, also create the Kiwanis-Family Directory, which is an accumulation of all the active Kiwanis-Family clubs in the PNW district and ways you can contact them. You can find the directories on the Key Club website, Instagram, KFam link tree, and more.